I'm Bill Korak with the report card at the Navy League's annual Battle of Midway dinner at the Renaissance Center in St. Augustine. The winners of the Francesca Stencil Korak Midway Essay Prize are here to meet the veterans of the legendary battle they just wrote about. Later tonight, they'll receive their awards by Admiral Ferguson, Vice Chief of Naval Operations. Donations for future essay contests can be made to Francesca Korak Scholarship, 406 Misty Morning Lane, St. Augustine, Florida, 32080.
What was your position when the Battle of Midway was going on?
I was first loader on a 538 gun.
Yes, sir.
And I guess you might say I was just a deckhand aboard ship. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
I had only been on the ship I went aboard in December of '41, and then got sunk out of Mummy on June the 4th.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. What was your experience when all of the traumas and bombs were hitting?
Are you referring to how I felt when they were what?
Yes, sir.
I don't believe there's really any words to express exactly your feelings and whatnot aboard. When they say abandoned ship, we done been through battle, see. Our ship was bombed and torpedoed and leaning over next to turning over. And as Captain Buckmaster told us, to abandon ship. And I'd never heard that before.
Yes, sir.
There was quite a excitement, and this was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I went down to the fantail of the ship and went down a line into the water. I only had a life jacket on and my skivvies.
Yes, sir.
And this was 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I got picked up just before daylight the next morning.
If you had any advice for the younger generation, what would you let us know?
It's a different world now. Back, way we fight war now and way we fought war back in those days. And I don't know how to take it like they're doing now. My folks, when I was in the Pacific, they didn't know where I was at. The only thing they knew, I had a Fleet Post Office address, San Francisco. I could not tell them that I was in Pearl Harbor, I was in Australia, or where I was at. If I hinted something, say like a pineapple,
yes, sir,
they'd know that I was trying to tell my folks that I was in Honolulu. That was cut out of my letter. If I mentioned kangaroo or something when I was in Australia,
yes, sir,
I operated out of Australia for about 2.5 years. I was on submarines back in them days after the Yorktown sunk. And you had no way. Now when the Yorktown sunk, I was listed as missing for about 3 months.
Yes, sir.
We could not ride home. They wouldn't let us ride home. Because the Lexington had just got sunk. We were in the Coral Sea battle on May the 8th in 42, and the Lexington got sunk. And then June the 4th, the Yorktown I was on got sunk. And they had not let people in the United States know it. We lost the aircraft carrier.
Yes, sir.
And so they carried us up in the island over there at Oahu, a little place called Nanny Cooley, Camp Andrews over there. And we stayed there 2 months before we could even send a letter home. They didn't want two ships that close together to be missing.
Yes, sir.
Sunk. Even though we done sunk 5 of the Jap carriers, we sunk one in Coral Sea battle, and we sunk 4 in the Midway battle.
Yes, sir.
And it's altogether a different war now. I was a young boy. I was only, well, I went in 18, and the ship was sunk out of money. I was turning 19, and it was quite an experience for a young boy.
Aside from the Battle of Midway, do you have any good memories that you would like to share about being in the Navy? Any fun times with your other comrades?
I lost a lot of good buddies and friends. In fact, I even lost a wife in the deal.
Yes, sir.
Being overseas all that long. So I don't know. I had some hard times in the Navy. A captain in the Army got my wife, so I don't think I got too much to say.
Yes, sir. Well, we just want to thank you for all of your service. It has a tremendous impact on how the military works today, and I, even myself, truly greatly appreciate it. The more I read about the Battle of Midway, the more I appreciated all the service that the men and women did back then. So.
I never did see her anymore. I don't know what happened to her. In fact, I heard she was dead. I don't know. So, but I got a good woman now, though.
Yes, sir.
And 65 years.
It's a keeper right there. Yes, sir.
I think I'll keep her.
Yes, sir.